What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is December the 30th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Sorry for my raspy voice. I'm getting sick and it's the time of season. But starting off with data points, not a lot coming out today, so it's going to be more of a technical driven day, as well as profit taking 2 more days essentially in 2024. So this is why you're seeing the futures slightly red, a little bit more than slightly, I guess, but NASDAQ down 1.28%, S&P 1.05, and then Dow is 1.06 in the red. So not necessarily the best. Fear and greed index is under the fear category. Every stock, for the most part, I'm going to be talking on doesn't really jive with this. So again, take this with a grain of salt. But starting off, Sofi is down slightly, piggybacking off the broader market. No actual news associated to them, no SEC filings. And like I said, it is more of a technical driven week. And that's why Sofi is pulling back, because their technicals, I think, are more indicating of a pullback, as I said in my video yesterday. But moving on, 12.89% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 137.23 million shares overall are being shorted. So anticipate them to be very active today to piggyback off of the, I guess, just red day for the most part. But they will be fairly active as well come Friday if it is anywhere remotely close to one of the key strike prices, because as of Friday, it looks like they did, or last Friday, they did awaken. So that's something to kind of take note of. Right now with it at $5.51, it is right below this pivot point. So 1571 is going to be a key point for it to get above. Flip side, 1471 will be the next strong support. So kind of stay tuned for that. It's kind of weird. A lot of stocks that I actually cover under this channel, Trending Stocks, are trending, which is kind of weird. But Hologram, no actual news associated to them, but I did a video on how potentially they might be going through a merger. Very speculative, of course, but yeah, no news to really justify it. It is up 27.92%. The company that they potentially might be merging with is this one right here. So WIMI Hologram, this one is down 15.72, because I think if they do potentially merge, I think this one would be the losing entity, if that kind of makes sense. But still, regardless, no actual news associated to them. Hologram short interest is 12.36%. Works out to be 2.53 million shares overall are being shorted, and right now with it at 302, it is trading right below this point, so 308. So I think Hologram is a very big momentum play and potentially a squeeze play if you see that as possible as well. But take all of this with a grain of salt, of course, technicals, because for a momentum play, if it is getting capital, it can easily blow above it. So just watch for 308 and then 345. But like I said, take that with a grain of salt. Another stock that I do cover is up 25% pre-market, Faraday Future. No actual news, just it's very hyped up. So very similar circumstances to what played out in May. So a lot of big accounts are seeing Faraday as a squeeze play. So just that sentiment alone is moving it higher. So it's kind of interesting for that. But 25.29% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 11.06 million shares overall are being shorted. Options activity is signaling that it is going to be roughly around that $5 range. So a lot of optimism for that. With it at 224, it is right below this R3. So 253 is going to be a key one for it to get above. Flip side, 210, 183 are going to be the following support levels. So kind of just stay tuned for that. QSI is up 5.83%. No actual news, no SEC filings, so this is a very big momentum play. And oddly, this is one of the only momentum plays that's actually moving higher. A lot of them are kind of pulling back. Obviously, finally, this is kicked in, so the fear and greed index. So something to kind of consider. 12.33% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 12.74 million shares overall are being shorted. So shorts have actually started to get in quite a lot over the last little bit. So beginning of December, short interest was 7%, and now it is at 12%. So Yeah, honestly, this is something that is gaining more and more popularity. Some key points to watch for though, with 382, 419 is going to be the next strong target. So kind of just watch for that. But given the momentum, I feel like that could be easily touched. And then aside from that, $5, 511 is going to be the next following one. But yeah, given enough momentum, I could see both very much being touched. And last but not least, RGTI. So this one's a very popular one, getting a lot of volume, but regrettably, like I said, it is one of those stocks that's kind of pulling back. So QSI, out of all the momentum plays, is the only green one. RGTI is pulling back. No actual news associated to the company. Actually, in fact, every single stock I'm talking on today so far has not put out any news. It's just sentiment is really moving it. So this stock has ran up quite a lot. So just the last 1 month alone, 593%. So kind of due for a pullback in some aspects, but 14.32% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 35.97 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 96.39, and then right over here with it at 1609, it is trading right between this R2 and this R1. So 1571 is going to be a strong support, and then 1683, then 1864 is going to be the next strong target / resistance point. So depending on how the market kind of turns out today, if this is like one of those like buy the dip kind of moments, so as soon as the market opens it just skyrockets, this one will be bought up very fast. So kind of just take note of some of the strong support points right over here. So let me know your thoughts on all of these stocks. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them been absolute bangers. And in fact, a lot of the stocks that I did talk on today, I've done buy signals on. Faraday, I did a buy signal. I think it was at $1.30, somewhere around there. And then this one, QSI, did a buy signal on that. And then I believe I even signaled that this was due for kind of a pullback. But yeah, honestly, definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said though, appreciate all of you watching.